The mortars will absolutely decimate that infantry. Look at that. All the infantry is gone. Easy peasy. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're going to be continuing with Phase 20 and Stage 12 of my Steel Surge Warpath. This British campaign has been absolutely awesome so far, and today we're going to be continuing it. But before we do, let's spend our operational authority. Previously, we did take a lot of losses on our infantry, so that is probably going to be the first thing that I reinforce. You can see the AIFV Fusiliers here. They only have 3 APCs remaining, so we will go ahead and restore those. We'll restore these AIFVs and these ones as well. Might as well get back them up to like 13, that's fine. We'll go ahead and grab some FV432s with the Territorials. They're super cheap to reinforce actually, so that's kind of nice. We'll make sure to top off the Chieftain Mark 10s. I'll definitely be topping up the Challengers. And then what I was thinking was we could definitely spend some points on deployment points, so I'll do that. We might want some supply, but I also would like a top up on the warriors here, so I'm going to do that instead. I think we should do okay with 714 supply. It's a little low, but yeah, should be okay. Right, let's just restore a couple more warriors there. We've got 11 points left. We'll just throw some into the AIFV Fusiliers there. That'll do. Wonderful. Okay, so we can either do an escort with the Polish attacking us, or we can do an attack against the Soviets. Now, previously there was a suggestion to do the attack against the Soviets. It will be harder, but that's okay by me. I like a challenge. Let's go to events and see what the new events are. So there's 2 uneventful. We've got Blitz, which phase lasts for 5 minutes left, plus 200 supply points, plus 100 deployment points during this phase. Interesting. Or we can do repair depot damage, which is refitting, retreated, or destroyed platoons will take much longer. So Blitz would be nice in a different scenario, not attack. Blitz would be great in something like an escort. But I think we're just going to be going for uneventful for now. So let's go to battle for Steel Surge Phase 20, Stage 12 at 2 AM. That does mean that we are going to be using the night mechanics, which I really like in this game. You know, units have night vision modifiers, and there's also artillery illumination, so that you can get more accurate shots on units that are in cover and so on. So that's really cool. Like if I hover over these units on the right there, you can see that the Challengers have thermals. The Chieftain Mark 10s have advanced night vision. Some of them just have basic. Some of them have none, like the supply. Alright, let's have a look at this map. So it's looking pretty good actually. Yeah, it's actually not a bad map at all. Lima, Mike and Kilo are our objectives. They only have 1 reinforcement point. So that's good. We don't have to worry about them coming in from like 2 sides of the map at the same time or something. And also these are all cut off by Gulf. So if we go down to Delta here and we go to India, then we go to Kilo, Juliet, Mike, and then come around the back, we can probably cap all these really easily. Also, I noticed that that's 85 operational authority. Being spoiled with the operational authority in this one, for sure. So we'll try and capture as much of it as possible. I don't mind not getting operational authority because we are basically capped out on most things anyway, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. Let's just start it, and we'll just have everything start driving in from the spawn basically immediately. So we'll start with our tanks. They can line up and start attacking towards Delta like so. We'll need our scimitar for recon, so we'll bring that in. I will bring in maybe a couple units to push through this tree line. So let's go for a couple of AIFV Fusiliers there. Then we'll need the mortars, of course, to help suppress enemy defences. We'll definitely need the supply to sit on the backside. We'll need the AA to stop airstrikes. The helicopter recon, the Alouette, might be a nice idea, just to see things early on. So let's go ahead and bring that in. And then on this right hand side, I'm thinking maybe I push some infantry all the way through here. So we'll do some like warriors We can go to the right hand side here with the AAFV Fusiliers. Might as well bring in the FV432s as well, because we do have a lot of points to work with. That is fine. Okay, these can unload, and we'll have them attack move through the tree line. All my challenges can line up on this tree line. We'll get the scimitar into the tree line. Hopefully we'll see some targets shortly. Let's get the rapier behind that. The mortars are in range, so that's absolutely fine. Alright, we have our first targets. The mortars will absolutely decimate that infantry. Look at that. All the infantry is gone. Easy peasy. Oh, that's not good though. Counter battery coming in on my mortars. Let's move out the way.
Receiving fire.
What more units we're going to worry about? Alouettes. Get the rapier to fire at the aircraft. Challengers in a bad spot. Okay, we managed to panic them. That's good. The Challengers, they did lose one of their tanks, but we should be able to finish off the ATUD there. The ATUD is probably going to be the scariest thing we come up against, so the fact we're able to deal with them head on like that is quite promising. Right, meanwhile, let's move the supply up. My infantry is making good ground. We'll have these unload and start pushing through as well. Well, there's still some more to deal with. Just a recon unit. We do of course have our airstrike that we can use, but kind of saving it for more concentrated targets. What I might do is we could artillery illumination in between Delta and India. As we move up with the scimitar here, I can spot things a little easier. Then I'm probably going to use a rally on this Challenger and the Chieftain to get them sorted out, unless, I guess out of combat they'll recover pretty quickly, so that's okay. But let's have these move up onto the hill. The mortars can move forwards actually, because what I'm probably going to do is have the supply move up behind those tanks. I'm just a bit wary of this artillery. That's the last shot coming in. Okay, good. So we'll make a little push across like so with the warriors towards India. Territorial rifles can follow us, and normal rifles. And the AAFV Fusiliers can take a bit more of a wide berth, just to clean out anything that we might miss. Good.
Solid copy.
Let's keep the Alouette moving forwards.
Loud and clear.
Add the supply. Yeah, I can fix up all of these tanks to max, and obviously the mortars as well. We'll be taking that hill shortly. One of the infantry moving up there with the AIFVs. Very nice. Okay. Let's do an area recon just so that we get to grips with what's going to be here. I'm probably going to do it more towards the back side, because my Alouette and the scimitar should see anything that's on the front side. Okay. So I'd like to keep eyes on those if I can, and we'll just drop cluster on them. We'll let my tanks start pushing in now, and we do need to replace the Challengers, so let's get the Challengers back. Over here, kind of tempted to push forwards a little bit. Let's drop artillery illumination over Golf. Maybe we'll spot something. Okay, scimitars certainly spotting those guys, but we're not seeing any up in the trees. Oh, what do we come across here? The ATBV Okay, we do have Law 80s, and we've got side shots coming in, so yeah, they're actually taken care of very quickly. Wow. Perfect. Really, really good hits there.
What's next?
We'll just attack move forwards with the mortars. Attack move forwards with all the tanks. So the tanks are still fighting the BTRs there. Maybe bring over the Alouette here to the left to see if there's anything at Golf. So at the moment, doesn't seem like there is. The artillery illumination didn't allow the AIFEs to spot anything anyway.
It's a slaughter. Get us out of here.
Oh, there's one unit. We're going to be opening up onto that. Okay, yeah, there's definitely units here.
Tactical support on the
Let's
way.
bring up the napalm. We'll bring up the cluster for the one behind. The autocannons might be able to do okay. Got on top of all of those units. That's fantastic. Oh, that is enemy AA. Okay. Well, the napalm's come down. We didn't manage to get another shot though onto the BMP2 from the napalm, so the AIFEs will have to deal with them the old-fashioned way.
Ready for action.
And we'll let those AIFEs leave. Then we'll just push with these Fusiliers towards Golf, like so. My mortar is engaging that, so that's good. Meanwhile on the right we have pushed through, and I think India's ours. Yeah, nice. Okay, what I'll do now then is I'll move the tanks up onto the ridge. We'll use the cover to shoot down over Kilo. There's another unit there, close up. Have the Alouette come round. Nice, good kills. BMD's taken out.
What's next?
Challenger needs to join us. These mortars shouldn't be going that close, and we should get the rapier come over to the right hand side here. Challengers did get stuck briefly on the fortifications. Let's just back them up, get them back up on the hill. We'll just load these back up because of the artillery. That way they can make best speed towards Golf. Since we're out of sight, or out of range now, we'll just unload and they should recover. Good. Okay. So Scimitar back on to hold fire, and not seeing anything at the moment still. We'll have the Challenger start pushing forwards with the Chieftains. This Challenger can just come over, help on that left side. Push forwards at the same time, I guess, with the Warriors. I'll keep the FE432 safe on the backside. We'll load them back up. Oh, we have the unit getting right up to my mortars. That's not good. This happened before. How did they get behind me? Snuck in between my units there. Have the Challenger come back and shoot those BTR-70s. Okay, we'll actually retreat that one that took a lot of damage. Oh, ouch. Okay, the shots coming in from the flank there from the T-80UD is savage. Let's just load these up and retreat. Okay, we did kill it at least.
Zone captured.
What's next?
Wow. And that was something. These poor challengers are taking a beating, but TATUDs are a worthy adversary. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll have the FE432s move through. The supply can come up behind and resupply the rest. I don't think we lost any warriors or AIFEs, so it's okay.
Target seen.
We did capture Gulf and that cut off all of these. That's worked out quite nicely. I could probably just leave my AIFE infantry there to hold Gulf.
Listening.
Alright, Challenger, Chieftain, get them both back in. My mortars are actually low on number now after that. Bit of a shame.
Will do.
Right, 1 to 3 platoon reinforcement coming in. How long we got left? We got 8 minutes left on the phase. It's not very long to get through to Lima and Kilo. We do have airstrikes, so what we should do is maybe making a bit of an attack here with the AIFBs. And we can use airstrikes to back us up. I could also bring in the M109 just to give me some artillery fire. Let's do artillery illumination here.
Orders. Reporting hostile fire. Over.
Okay, we'll do cluster here because that's a tank unit.
Out to get on. Loud and clear. Roger.
Well, there is plenty of AA, unfortunately. One of them might get through. Okay. All the challenges. Wait, well, how are they dug in behind us like that? That's crazy. And they didn't shoot at us. So there's T-64, T-80UD, infantry squad. Crazy. Alright, well the napalm kind of whiffed, but we are going to take Kilo at least. We're just going to move straight to Lima with all my tanks here. And these can push up. These can push up. Not having much luck here. I kind of want the warriors to engage the Shilka. Oh, that unit got completely destroyed. That's not good. Oops. Alright, we'll let those warriors leave. The other warriors can just keep doing their job.
Under attack. Please advise.
Okay. And what we want to be able to do, really, is get into Lima and Mike at least before the end of the phase. And then we can easily total dominate Echo Charlie Foxtrot if we've managed to take all of these in the first battle.
Roger.
Okay, artillery elimination here, please. Golf is being capped.
Wilco out.
Bring in that napalm now.
On the way.
I might also want to bring in something that can hit those, because they are doing a lot of damage as well.
5 minutes
Or we're being
remaining.
flanked again by the tanks there.
Copy. Pulling back.
Taking so much damage.
Zone captured.
Listening.
Zone lost.
It's all these flanking shots coming in.
At coordinates.
I guess the way it's the way I've been attacking, like the direction, really not been very helpful. So that did the trick. They're burning up the BMP2s, so that's good with the napalm. Just drop an area recon here.
Got it. Pushing out.
Gulf's still being captured, so there's another unit.
Listening. Reporting hostile fire. Over. We've got casualties. It's too much. Move out.
These AIFEs should be doing a decent job. Let's just get some cluster in to deal with the T-62s. Chieftains are losing against the BMP-1s.
Orders. Roger.
I knew it'd be difficult, but I'm a bit disorganized now, which isn't helping.
Target seen. Strike zone empty. Copy.
Alright,
Roger out.
let me get into Juliet. These are all just going to come over and engage into Gulf.
Wilco out.
Maybe I should just let the scimitar fire here. It's going to catch him right in the flank.
What's next?
Good.
Got it. Pushing out.
We'll actually have these warriors move up to Lima. The AIFE Fusiliers can clean that out.
Listening.
Yeah, we've really kind of got strung out because of how far away we are from our reinforcement point now. Don't mind letting the mortars just clean that out. I want to bring the challengers over towards Mike, really.
Ready.
Let's drop napalm on these.
Clear the area. It's about to get hot. Roger out.
This is why I wanted the infantry in at close range. But we'll just make sure to decap that.
What's next? No hostiles at coordinates.
Good. Yeah, that should help a lot.
Zone captured.
Very nice. Okay, let's go on to Mike. Maybe we'll get there before the end. I'm not sure we will. But we'll have the chieftain kind of push in that direction really quickly. We do still have Harrier cluster that we can use. Let's bring in the cluster.
Acknowledge.
Zone captured.
We'll do area recon afterwards.
Wilco out.
I'll see how quickly we can clean that out. It's going to hit that defense very, very hard. Not hard enough. AIFE's going up in smoke.
Got it. Pushing out.
1 minute remaining.
Listening.
So we might miss out on Mike. Bring up the napalm. Otherwise it's really going to be up to my infantry here. And we've also got to worry about the units that are in hotel that might flank us.
Taking heavy direct fire. Berlin in the sector. Loud and clear.
Like that one.
Transport support on the way. It's the slaughter.
If this napalm lands well, then we're okay.
As coordinates. We'll go.
Oh, that's just not working. Nearly knocked out those T-64s. But otherwise, for us, 86 dead, 269 wounded. For them, 173 dead, 476 wounded. That was a tough fight. A really tough fight. Alright, let's move on to the next phase. And we should be able to like go back into this with the Blitz, I imagine, and just kind of clean them out. So that's, I think, what we're going to do. Let's take reinforcements for the mortars. We'll definitely take reinforcements for the challengers. We had like 200 plus operational authority again, which is nice. We definitely need more supply. I might also get more signals intelligence just because it's useful. And then otherwise it's just topping up infantry again. Like I'm starting to use the infantry a bit more aggressively because I think it can be really, really helpful to kind of clean out. Especially it worked really well at the start there when I was pushing through the trees on the right hand side. Just didn't work out in the open, obviously. Oh, did they? Wait, wasn't it like 2 uneventful and something else? We've got signals disrupted, surge, and repair depot damaged. So supply platoons cannot be deployed. External supplies are not available. Surge or repair depot damage. I think repair depot damage should be fine for this battle, so let's just take that and carry on. For phase 21, stage 12 at 10 AM. We're not going to have the night mechanics anymore. Yeah, this is good for us because we can kind of like start in a position where we can just push for Mike and Hotel. We can hold that and then we can push back to Foxtrot, Charlie, and Echo just to win the game. So let's just bring up everything we can over here. I can pretty much just pull everything over there. I don't know if I want to bring my M109s over. I actually forgot to use them. I guess I could keep them close and then just retreat them when they run out of ammo. That's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, let's just get all of these over. Those guys can kind of stay where they are. Maybe keep the Challenger here as well. Like move the Challenger into that building. Okay, what else do we have to reinforce? I don't think there's much else. That's just it. Okay, let's proceed. So the AAFEs can move up like so. The Scimitar can try and move to the edge of the tree line there. We'll put it on hold fire. We'll get the Challenger up. These guys can just fall back for the time being. And off we go. Let's get the Chieftains and Challengers to just start pushing together. We can have these move into the tree line here. Oh, that unit just got toasted straight away. Not good. Keep the rapier close. We'll start arting that unit. Let's start arting the mortar. That's probably more useful for us.
Loud and clear. Affirmative. Over.
If we can kill off that mortar or make it less effective, that would be really good. Alright, so we'll unload these and they can push through green line to the right here. And we're going to start pushing forwards a bit with the Challengers. And then the Warrior can get into the edge of Mike. We killed a bunch of the mortars there, that's good. Be able to finish them off pretty quickly. Perfect.
Loud and clear. Roger.
These can unload and just push through. The Challenger kind of struggling against the BMP-2 there, but eventually got the job done.
Solid copy on all.
We'll bring up the supply to fix them. Left further back. Challenger can move in here. Chieftain as well. Let's actually have the Challenger at the front.
Wilco out.
Chieftain on the flank. Chieftain Mark 10 can push in this direction. And there's a T-64 BBs, which are actually pretty scary, especially with their A to gems.
Solid copy.
We just want to try and back away from that, honestly.
Loud and clear.
You can let the shots come across. I might even use the M109 just to hit the T-64s there, but as long as there's 3 out of 3 challenges remaining, we should be good. Mike is now captured, which is nice, so we get the extra victory points.
Got it. Pushing out.
We'll set up infantry defenses in this tree line. I'll probably leave some here, but I think otherwise we move these warriors into hotel and then up onto the trees here. Because we're going to be coming round the back side of Foxtrot and Charlie and Echo
Watch and shoot.
to clean out the defenses on those positions. Okay, nice. The M109s finished the job. Let's not let the Challenger just sit there stuck.
Loud and clear. Roger.
And that's just a B2 hours to Arky, so not going to do too much damage to us.
Listening.
Alright, we'll keep the Scimitar with us for sure, because we need that recon, and then the Alouette can kind of stay on the front here to protect against the reinforcements.
Got it. Pushing out.
But the plan will basically be try and take all of these as quickly as possible to get a total domination. Alright, M109's firing. It's good. Let's get the Challenger.
Solid copy on all.
Move up here.
Engaging enemy. 10
Ouch.
back up.
And we knew they were there, but I didn't think they would spot the warriors there quickly. But they are pinned like crazy, so they're not going to be doing too much damage. Very inaccurate when they're fully pinned like that. They're already taken care of.
Loud and
Perfect.
clear.
Okay, now we unload the warriors and we
Zone
push them
capture.
through to Foxtrot.
Wilco out. What's next?
More T-64s on the way. But warriors with the Lore 80s should do a decent damage there. Got the chieftains engaging at close range, so yeah, we'll hold the line. Very nice. Okay, we'll bring up some more AAF Fusiliers. I'm going to bring them to Lima, and then we'll move them round to probably this forested area where they're going to try and push through. We'll bring up the rifles there as well.
Loud and clear. Roger out.
So the plan now will be to... maybe we can leave some challengers here. And then we have... well, the chieftains can actually be the defenders, and then the challengers can push round We'll just area recon Foxtrot, because it's probably still going to be defenders in position from last time. Well, there is not. Okay, they're further back. Alright, yeah, we're behind them though, so get the nice flanking bonus. Very good. I'll bring up the supply here, and we'll keep the warriors back and they can get resupplied. These guys are territorial, so they've only got them 72, so they're not going to be as effective. Let's get more supply over though. M109 still have a little bit of ammo left. I think Foxtrot is ours, so what I'm actually going to do is we're going to start coming out wide with the Challengers, accompanied by the Scimitars. Make sure these are facing the right direction.
Solid copy on all.
Right, that's the reinforcements coming in to help defend, but we're going to bump into our ambush there, the warriors. Lovely. We'll hit them with some artillery. Cool.
Orders. Got it. Pushing out.
Zone captured.
Oh, those shots in the rear there, what was that? T-64 again? Straight in the rear, easy kills. Beautiful. Yeah, so the warriors can get like more men and also have themselves repaired, which is great. After that, they can push to Charlie. Another counterattack, 2 to 4 platoons.
Orders. Affirmative. Over.
Put down area recon so we can see what we're bumping into here. If I can take out the Shulker on the backside, the Harriers coming in will just easy kill these. And again, the Challengers shooting them in the rear will also do the job. Wow. So fast killing those.
Zone captured.
That's a bit scary for my Challengers. Got a bit of friendly fire there to the face.
Identified.
I'm going to allow the Scimitars to fire. We've got to respect that infantry at close range. Ouch.
What's next? We'll go.
Right, onwards we go. Take Echo, and that's total domination.
Listening.
So we kind of do need to get a bit of a move on here. Because they are going to constantly reinforce. Used to Mark 11 though. Been holding very, very well. Alright, one more area recon on Echo.
Orders.
Although we're capping it.
Roger.
Might not need to force an engagement. Yeah, there wasn't anything here. Alright, let's just speed things up. We cap Echo.
Zone capture.
That'll be job done.
Total domination.
BMP2s are wiped out, but that stage is concluded. And all victory points secured. Wonderful. Alright, so yeah, second time round, pretty simple stuff. We got rid of one of the negative cards, which is great. Now we've been moving on to stage 13. Let me just have a look at the events. Have they changed again? No, they're the same. So we've got Surge and Supplies Disrupted. So what we could do, for example, if it's like a meeting engagement or defense, we can use Surge and then use the other one afterwards, and it should be fine. But yeah, nice. We've got 331 operational authority. We didn't take too much damage in that phase, so I look like I'm going to be able to spend it more on deployment points, maybe some more signals intelligence, just start maxing things out really as we continue to the next stage. But that is it for now. Hopefully guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.